Hello and welcome back, or if you're new here, welcome in. I'm GoDev89, I'm a Go streamer and teacher and now YouTuber. In the following video, I blind reacted to a hype play out Katago vs Katago self-play game. The Komi is 7 by the way, so a draw is possible. Now watch me try and make sense of this and enjoy and share my confusion. Alrighty then, let's have a look at this. Okay, immediate approach to this. Kick, that's 10. Okay, I guess the corners are just as big as this one. Black just takes 3 corners, that's interesting. The white approaches, does no kick. White tenuki, I suppose, just right up, no? Okay. I always think then that when AI approaches the corner that the next move is to invade 3-3 on one of the other corners, but I guess since it's 2 black corners, white still has Miai to invade the 3-3s, so white just continues locally. Just the classic Shoseki, black can Tenuki, or continue locally. Continue once locally, then Tenuki, yes. And now I suppose 3-3 top right? No, okay, wow. Okay, well, N4 is a really big move that you want to play as early as possible. And I suppose with the bottom left corner it makes sense. There's also some arty left there, so I'd be happy with black because white is very concentrated on one area. Yeah, and then black gets the last enclosure. Now I guess white just splits the side, or maybe some shoulder hit at d13. Yeah, or just attack this group, true. So that's the reason why N4 is such a powerful move. Not only does it raise this area and reduce the potential of black, it also puts some pressure on this group. So typically Q8 is the move to attack this group. And now black slides usually at S8. Or just Tenuki, sure, because that's quite annoying for white to let black Atari at f5. I suppose white could extend, or white can just continue the attack on this group. Yeah, white extends, yeah, because the Atari is really annoying. And maybe that was just a center exchange and now black returns. Oh, attachment. I've never seen that move. I always see the slide. Attachment. I guess honey and then maybe just extend down. Oh, oh, crosscut. Oh, we have the first crosscut of the game. Move 27 and we start the first fight. Probably because of R14 you can crosscut here. Yeah, black has some support, even though this group is not the strongest. This shape here is a typical shape to cut. White can't capture of this stone, obviously. White probably just maybe Atari plus extend. Yeah, exactly. Now black is now this ladder is threatened. Yes, and of course also white threatens to push down here. I wonder if black plays here or just here. S7 would be, yeah, okay, S7 is the typical move, and then white probably takes on a ladder, yes. And then I suppose black can just play on the top side now. Finish the double wing and make it a ladder breaker. Yeah. And white, well, yeah, I think white will take, or maybe white plays some weird move here. No, white just takes. Yeah, taking, typically when there's the extra Atari here for the opponent, taking is stronger. It also puts some pressure on this black group, so taking makes sense. And now I suppose black can just, black could tenuki or black can maybe play something on the bottom side. This one is not small because it helps this group and it also maybe helps invade the bottom side easier because this group is not 100% safe. On the other hand, the left side is also quite big. So. Oh, immediately here. Okay, that I didn't expect. I guess white just pincers immediately, something like this. No, white blocks the corner. So it's too annoying. I guess what is happening if white now pincers or something, then maybe this one is too annoying. White would probably have to play this, and then the corner gets destroyed. Because if you play here, then you get this peep, and the corner is in really it's not pretty for white. But still, I thought maybe not block here. It does put pressure on this black group, so maybe that's why. Okay, so that was just an exchange by black to see how white reacts. And then black returns to the left side. That makes sense. Now I feel like, I mean, capturing this stone, it's quite big towards this group. On the other hand, this white group is not that weak because white still has this and this Mia, and this black group might still be able to tenuki. So maybe just some shoulder hit here or some invasion in the top right. Oh, okay. Uh-huh. So now white is claiming that the whole bottom side is theirs? No. Hmm. That one I don't understand really. It seems slow to me because would black really want to play here? Yeah, it would be center for black. Hmm. Okay, and black tenuki again. So now I'm wondering if white maybe plays some move around this area just to connect everything up, make this group even weaker, and maybe threaten this cut here. Okay. Okay. So this move is a classic AI move, I would say, that humans start to play more because it used to be, just play a side move and make the side stronger. But now the consensus is that more or less that you have this sector line here, and in order to close off this moyo, you play on the sector line as not only as the opponent who wants to reduce it, but also as the player who wants to grow it. And so yeah, that move in that regard, that move makes sense. And I guess black can't really get in here too much. Though I'd still be hesitant about this gap here and black being able to jump in. Hmm. But yeah, it's very very two-sided, not one-sided. But white claims the bottom side, black claims the top side. I still feel like I still would feel better as black here. Maybe a bit worried about this area. These stones are kind of in the middle of nowhere now, but I also can't, besides that, see any other black stones being too inefficient. Now black can maybe just play the top side. Or black, yeah, okay. So this is a really big move because it makes this black group stronger, and it was practically center for white to take it, and it's like a 17-point move or 14, something around that area, for around 15 points. So 15 points plus the fact that it was basically center for the opponent makes this a quite big move. Maybe also it gives this group here becomes a bit weaker, so this connection here and the fact there's still some RG on these stones, it revives the RG of these stones. Yeah. Now white maybe on the top side something? Nope, still not. Screw the top side. Who needs the top side? It's not like black spent 7 moves there, or yeah, 7 moves there to stake out an area. So just white need to black need to respond. What? Huh. Okay. So black spent a move in the corner to say, now I can mess around in this bottom area. That's wild. I didn't expect this peep at all. White just connects, yeah. So is that just a good exchange, or does black immediately do anything with it? Hmm. Okay. So once again, a probing move saying if I get to cut you, then this group here is separated and I can maybe get more argy on the bottom side. And if you connect, then this is maybe already a good exchange. Yeah. And so now black reduces from the outside and says I can threaten to maybe attach here or something and just destroy your bottom area. So does white respond or does white now ignore? White responds this way. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I was thinking this way, but this way also protects against some attaching because it makes this stone stronger. And it also makes L9 weaker. Hmm. Okay, so black continues immediately. So the whole game now becomes basically a game of chicken. Who invades first? I guess black can't really invade, but when will white invade? The top side is more or less the game. I suppose Hane, yeah, Hane needs to be done. Does black spend another move extending here? No. Oh, or black invades anyway. Wow. What is this? What is this ploy? What is black? What is black's plan? This is amazing. Yeah, and now black counter Atari. Okay, just connect or take. Okay, and then Atari again. No, now just tenuki because why not? What are these exchanges? I don't understand them. Let's see if there's maybe we understand it later in the game. In the meantime, black extends, makes these three stones heavier, of course, in the process. So I assume that white continues there. No. Wow. Phew. So now what is white is trying to forcefully reduce this area of blacks and maybe set up a counter attack on these three stones. Also, now that I think about it, maybe these exchanges and getting this Atari more or less in Scintillator helps with some archie in this cut. Just some speculation here. Of course, black answers. And now white returns there. Which completely disproves my theory that this move was to protect here. But now I wanna I kind of wanna turn here as black. Nope. Please don't tell me this is just another exchange. Okay, black now white has enough and doesn't respond there anymore. Yeah, that was I expected black to just make one exchange and then return again. Okay, but at least I was correct about this move more or less. So black extends out. Black honey. Hmm. That kind of keeps the corner, but that also gives more forcing moves outside. So Atari and maybe Atari or maybe H17. No, just Atari. Okay, and maybe yet now H17 would make some sense. Okay, I was considering uh, this move and then some RG with this stone. But I guess there's the Atari here, so maybe that just doesn't work quite as well. But white finds a different way to try to make use of this RG. It is quite annoying. Maybe black just extends, yeah. So still this move is basically Sente because it threatens to capture the two stones. But you probably don't want to play it now because black can just connect under with F18. So now, I mean, maybe just L16, maybe something in the top right corner. Okay, force here. Okay, now I don't think white saves this now. Yeah, that makes sense. Now black extends and white can connect at G17, though that's no longer Sente against the top left. It's quite heavy. Yeah, so G17 looked like the move that you don't want to play because then black gets to Hane here. Maybe not. No, maybe not Hane, but maybe just extend, and then this is just a heavy blob. And what is G17 really doing? It's much more efficient if black has to play G17. So I think black wants to play K17, yeah. And then Possibly just a jump at L14 or solid connections. Yeah, solid connection is more AI typical. And then I want to play G17 as black now, probably. Yes. Okay. At least that makes sense. A white turn at L17 is not sent against this black group. So I suspect something in the top right corner, or maybe just a jump in the middle, or maybe even the extend here. Yes, the extend. Yeah, because it does grow this bottom area and it keeps some strength, some these four black stones weak. So probably black wants to do something with them, either push from behind or jump. Push from behind. It's already probably locally a good exchange for white. White might now tenuki and play in the top right, or maybe push again. I'll just jump there. Yeah. Jump there, threatening to play f14, which gives some additional shape. Like it threatens to f14 threatens to save these three stones with Atari and Atari. It's not that big though, but it does give white some additional shape. And now I would say m17, something top right. Nope. Why? Why? I guess the top right is now really not. I mean, this group is pretty strong already, even though it looks like it's floating in black's area, but it has some escape in this direction. It has some base potential here. It has the F14 F14 attachment to make some local shape. There's still this two-space jump here, so black has to be careful about these three stones. So I guess just the top left, bottom left is now quite big. It also revives the RG of these stones, possibly, in some way. Okay, so white now plays there. Left forces black to probably play there, yes. Now does white respond on the bottom left? Or does white maybe play e9? Oh, okay. Um, Little side note, I've been recently looking at typical shapes, so Kama, one space jump, two space jump, Ogama, and which are the weaknesses. So here we have the Kama and the two space jump, and that's two weaker-ish shapes, and we also have this one space jump here. So the counterattack here with this extra strength white has makes sense. White is either threatening to cut off this stone or maybe to break in this area. So black naturally just tenuki. Well, that's of course a really forcing move here. White has to answer that. And then, then black just ignores. Okay. Right, that makes sense though. C5 can kind of be seen as a probing move, and the top right was always something interesting. Okay, so white just makes shape in the center. Black forces a bit, while still just makes some shape in the center. It's diagonal though. There's this two space jump, so yeah, black was threatening something with L14 possibly. So white now protects against that threat, while also leaning on N15. And now black continues here. Okay, so just some exchanges to lots of exchanges to probe. I think AI is really good at probing and just leaving stuff behind. I think Tenuki is probably the single most important move that we learned from AI. I keep telling that to students of mine too, that the most powerful move you can play is Tenuki. And then white plays F14, so it's big enough now. Interesting. Yeah, I guess black kind of wants to play respond there. Yeah, and that's it. Does white immediately play E15 now? I mean, it is center. Yeah. And Atari though, it's probably not big enough. I'd rather play D13 if I want to save these three stones. Or just not at all. Yeah. Okay, that's counterattacking G13, trying to make some ice, but black immediately captures that. Yeah, so that was probably kind of me. That being said, white gets H15 anyway, so yeah, that makes some sense. Now, I bet white will Tenuki. Okay, not the tenuki I expected. I thought white put tenuki to the bottom left side. Um, that seems dangerous. That seems like something you would advise someone to not do. We have this white group here in the center, which arguably it's not super obvious where you get the two eyes from, I suppose. Like you get this one in center, and then you can probably play here. I guess those are Mia. Like this one, and maybe is making some shape in this direction to connect to these stones. But it still seems really ballsy. I mean, it's AI, so of course, to just Tenuki and play a move that is close to your weak group and create a new weak group. Maybe it's just another probe. Maybe you just want to see if Blake responds with O17 or Q18 or Q17, or not at all. Okay, Q18, yeah. So does White respond? Does White just take it as a probe, or does White now continue locally with P17 or Q17? Ah, okay. So it was a kind of probe. If Black would have played here, I suspect that White later can live in the corner, but still cares for the middle group first. Might still be a really bad exchange. I'm not sure. This is the kind of probe that is really difficult. AI can play this with confidence, of course, with a certain amount of confidence, but for us humans, I wonder if now I guess P17 is quite a big move. Yes, yes, okay. So I don't think does White save this stone now? White has now gotten some more strength for this group, so it seems even more likely to Tenuki this. Yes, okay. Now return to this extension though. I thought for sure White would crosscut or something, but just extend here. Just extend here and then Black probably connects under with B6. Oh yeah, or like that. True. That this one helps with the knight's move and the one space jump. So maybe if you play here now, White can do something. Maybe some weird attachment, or maybe some attachment like this. Then wedge. Not sure. But this is also a really good way to connect with the least amount of RG towards this direction. Of course, it leaves some RG in this corner, but it's stronger towards this side, towards the middle group especially, which now that White got some extra moves here got weaker. Okay, so White still has this whole bottom side pretty much. And now maybe O18 is big enough now. Okay, blocking there is big. That's also quite big. Yes, true. If you play here, Black just gets to extend in. Yeah, okay, makes sense. This one is quite big. It also does threaten piece B6 and to capture this stone, because if you play White plays here, Black can't descend because you can play this as White, unless Black wants to fight this go. So B6 would now be the typical move for Black locally, because it threatens to play B4 and Hane next. You could maybe also descend. Maybe you can even Hane here. No, just descend, yeah. Now I want to say Tenuki for White. I mean, the only worry that I would have as White is there's this cut here, there's this jump here which has some weaknesses, and this group here, if Black jumps in, is not quite locally live. Which of course is no problem as long as these are completely dead, but maybe Black gets to play some forcing moves here then? I don't know. That's something to consider, but for now I feel like White will not respond there. Yeah, now O18. And now it's kind of Black's turn to find something. Maybe simply R11. Like just jump here, build this, maybe push once and then. But though if you push here, then White probably doesn't play. So. Okay, yes, R11. They are starting to make sense after the opening craziness. Though now, and this is where, if you watch my evaluation videos, I usually start around move 100, because this is where in non-AI games, I start to struggle what to do. In AI games, probably even more so. But um, let's see. Let's see how this continues. I probably will have less guesses what happens now. Okay, and another knight's move and two space jump. So see, it's a very similar pot pattern to this. Though here, white can't really threaten to cut off this stone too easily. So let's see. Now it's the double Hane though, yeah. So white is just trading some center strength. If black connects, you can play here and Atari and get some strength, center strength. Or you can, yeah. I guess you can also play S9 and center now. But no, you play this. Maybe now S? Just cut. Probably. No, S9. Okay, now S9. Now S9 is center and black probably Atari. Yeah, because if you connect now, white just gets more forcing moves. So Atari. And now white can Hane more or less center. Probably white wants to do that immediately. No, not at all. Never mind then. Okay, but yeah. Connecting under is big later, and it's not that big later. No, that's true. Probably I'm just hallucinating some extra RG here. And this is threatening this this cut here. Because white is also threatening to peep here, and then white can wedge and cut. Okay, but black says no dice. Will white defend? Actively like this. Okay. So with that, also white can still save these stones here, so probably that's why not here. White can save them, and white is actually trying to get some points here. Well, threatening. Trying is maybe too hard of a word there. Okay, attach. Now white is threatening to cut there though. Okay, but white just defends their shape and black connects. That makes sense. I suppose white can jump in here though to further destroy this area. Okay, but for now white plays that. That's pretty center now. It really makes the Hane annoying for black here. So now probably white can Hane there. Yes. Black connects. There's a Ko here, but it's too damaging for black for now. So I suspect S2 is actually S2 is not a small move. S2 is a move like almost 9 points. And if it's center for white, then it's of course, if it's just 3, then it's really big. But for now, white keeps trying to get something here. And white, black just ignores and jumps into the corner. Ah, see? Haha. I do know some endgame. Is it center though? It's probably not 100% center, but the follow-up would be quite center. So black could maybe choose now to play something in the bottom left or respond. Okay, now now white for sure gets some center moves here. And white just returns here. Okay. Maybe because white doesn't quite know which way to profit, if white wants to play this. Or just because that one is center for sure. Ooh. See, now black is finally trying. Okay, maybe it's just another forcing move, who knows? But yeah, it's a forcing move. And then will black connect or will black just play? I figure a4 now. Yes. Just scaring white all over the place. And white can either block here or play here in the bottom right corner. Yeah, now now white is playing this and threatening to capture 2 stones. And of course, these are all no points now, because the blacks will have to connect later. I suppose the 2 stones are... Yeah, white... If black blocks here, then white Atari and Atari... Then white can at least save the stone, so that's not urgent to play there. So maybe b2 now. Maybe he's asking for some RG in the top right. Or just respond there too. Yeah, that's big too. And I suspect black to continue in the bottom left now. Nope. Just some forcing moves probably. Yeah, just some forcing moves. And then in the middle. True, because this white group in the middle is still not 100% alive. Right. So black gets some extra benefit from that. And white doesn't get much in the middle. White probably still wants to add moves. Maybe J12 now? Nope. Now B2. Okay. Yeah, okay. Now black continues here. That's quite the Atari. Hmm. And then black maybe spend some time to capture the two stones. Can black do that somewhere here? That way. Don't think they are probably not captured, but this threatens to capture them quite in a big way with this. So probably white wants to play the okay, the Atari first. Ooh. Now black pushes in. Nope. Oh, that's annoying. No, white can't really capture. Can white? Maybe white can still live separately with them both. Yeah, but no. Okay, so white has one eye in this and one eye here, and probably one eye around this area. Likely. Maybe half an eye and half an eye here. So this jump in is still big. Connecting here is still pretty big. Push in there. Oh, okay, but white chooses to just make life with the group now. Now it's 100% alive. And black, I still want to play 013, or maybe in the bottom left some co. Or that's threatening to play 009 next. I thought first here, but yeah, these white stones are it's a bit annoying. Hmm. Does Ooh, yeah, white connects. Now black can for sure poke in. Okay, that's not the poke in I meant. That's the poke in. That's quite annoying. So later black can force white to capture these stones inside, so that's worth something. And black got all of that in Sente. Because if black now connects, black has 4 liberties and white has something like 5 liberties. Although black has to fill their own liberties, so maybe it's very annoying for white for sure. And the RG of these stones might be coming into play. Atari, to make one eye. Sure. But black just ignores because now black is saying I do something in the on the bottom side. I don't really see what black can do. Maybe against the two stones something. Yeah, so white doesn't see that either, so white just ignore. And now black. This CP is kind of desperate for black. This white has to connect. And black extends, which is threatening to cut off this middle. But maybe white can just respond with something in the middle now. Or white just blocks. Oh, white doesn't even respond at all. Wow. And that's black gets, yeah, white capture. Okay. This is of course very much Sente because it threatens to capture this whole black group. And then I guess white is kind of now connected to these already, so yeah. So now white returns here, and this was indeed desperation by black because now black resigned. White won this game. Wow. All right. That was something. I got surprisingly, well, I got a few things right. All right. I predicted a few things. There was a lot of moves though that I didn't predict at all, but that was white handling this top group was quite amazing. And black trying something on the bottom side was confusing and didn't amount to anything, but maybe that wasn't the mistake. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this, and Let me know what you think. Let me know if you also want to see a non-blind reaction the next time I do something like this, or maybe you prefer pro games. But for now, thanks for watching and have a great one. Bye.